Molitor is an excellent technical fighter, and in no way is that more evident than in the different ways he uses defense. This is the fight that he won the title against Michael Hunter. He slips down and to the side. Most fighters try to use right hands against the southpaw Molitor. He uses a lot of different methods. Simple movement of the head. Again, Hunter tries to strike here with a right. Molitor simply moves back. In addition to good technique, slipping, he has good feet, and he'll step out of range, simply ducking under there. And when he gets back to the ropes, notice his hands, they're up high. Not the case when Caballero practices defense. Molitor's offense is largely his counter left hand. Watch Hunter punch first. Instantly, left uppercut, a very difficult punch to counter with. This is against Fernando Beltran, and Molitor always counters in combination, never one punch. Here again, Beltran leads. Molitor's first counter there was to the body, then he came upstairs. So you can't be sure in defending against him where he's coming with his punches. If you're a trainer teaching a young fighter, you show him tapes like that of Steve Molitor because he's so technically perfect. Now, Celestino Caballero is not technically perfect, as you're about to see. But there are certain things that he does specifically that we should look for as well that make him effective. What makes Caballero so difficult to fight is not only that he's nearly 6 foot tall, but the offensive variety he shows. Here against Jose Valbuena. Lead right hand followed by a straight left. Then a double jab, something he should use much more of. Here he comes out of a clinch with a wild right uppercut, a punch he throws at any time. Then he steps to the side and uses 2 lead right hands, very effective. And this is the end of the Valbuena fight. You see punches coming from every angle, difficult to defend against. Against Ponce de Leon, from way outside, Caballero throws a right to the body, scores a knockdown. Most fighters would not have the confidence to punch to the body from that far out. Caballero's defense is his weakness. Gets hit with a left hand by Jorge La Sierra because his hands are down. Ponce de Leon, same thing. 4 left hands in this series. Ponce de Leon only throws a left hand. Caballero knew it was coming and still could not defend against it. Here, a spectacular left hand. Same theme, Caballero's hands are down. And in this flurry, you see Caballero very uncomfortable on the inside, bending over, losing his height. Only one fighter's punching here, and that's De Leon. Caballero does not like it on the inside at all.
You know, Steve used a car analogy. Molitor's like the bank vault Mercedes, solid as a rock. And I look at Caballero, he's long, lean, and a little wild like a Ferrari.
And the Ferrari, Caballero, is going to want this to be a demolition derby.
Well, the crowd waiting, they're really into it. Here we go, let's meet them now. Formal introductions now to Jake Gutierrez.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Casino Rama here in Rama, Ontario, Canada, for the main event of the evening, Rumble at Rama 6, presented by Orion Sports Management and Seminole Warriors Boxing in association with Casino Rama, Sequan Promotions, and Showtime. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived for the Showbox main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing to unify the WBA and IBF 122-pound world titles. Please join me in welcoming the fighters as they make their way to the ring.
Celestino Caballero, there he is with the Panamanian flag, as Steve mentioned Roberto Duran, the legendary Panamanian world champion, ringside to cheer him on. Of course, he's the enemy. He has been there before. It's not really an issue for him.
And now, the IBF Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, Canada's own, Steve Molitor.
You know, a little reverse pressure when you're fighting at home. A lot of guys can press, but this guy just doesn't seem to rattle from everything I've seen. I think he blocks it all out. Makes his way into a familiar ring. He has defended his title 5 times in this very ring. All 5 times.
Biggest moment in his career. Nick, he's either going to get overrun or he's going to box beautifully to a victory. I really don't see any middle ground there.
No, I see a decision here, unless Caballero hurts him and climbs up and gets to him, hurts him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Orion Sports Management and Seminole Warriors Boxing, in association with Casino Rama, Sycuan Promotions, and Showtime, is proud to present our featured bout of the evening. Sanctioned by the Ontario Athletics Commission, Ken Hayashi, Commissioner. Also sanctioned by the WBA Supervisor Michael Welsh, and by the IBF Supervisor Lindsey Tucker. The 3 judges scoring this bout will be Glenn Feldman, Eugene Grant, and Thomas Miller. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Luis Pavon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Casino Rama here in Rama, Ontario, Canada, it's time for the leather to fly. This is the main event. Introducing first, he'll be fighting out of the red corner. He entered the ring wearing red and black, and he weighed in at 121.6 pounds. He owns an unblemished professional record consisting of 28 bouts, 28 victories, no losses, with 11 big wins by knockout. From Sarnia, Ontario, here is the IBF Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, the Canadian King, Steve Molitor. And his opponent fighting across the ring in the blue corner. He's wearing the blue, red, and white trunks, and he weighed in at 126.6 pounds. Correction, 121.6 pounds. He has an outstanding professional record. 30 victories with only 2 defeats, with 21 wins by knockout. From Panama City, Panama, presenting the WBA Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, Celestino Caballero.
Ok, fuera, vamos, uno con él.